Hi teachers, here I am at the MinecraftEdu World Library and I just uploaded 24 long lanes. And so it's there for you if you want to use it. Now the rest of the video is going to show you what that looks like and how I used it in my class. Okay, so this is my 24 long lanes. Now you'll notice in the corners over here some patches of snow, and that's because when I created the map on a flat Earth, I did not realize that I was in the kind of the Arctic. Well, I don't know what they call that, Alpine. And so it started snowing at one point, and I had to turn off weather, and I had to clear the snow. And so if you keep the weather turned off, it won't bother you. It just looks sort of strange out into the corners. What will happen though is as the students use water on the map, it potentially will start to freeze. And that was troublesome for a little bit until I started just sort of challenging the students to keep keep their water in liquid form. So they learned to use different things for that to happen. So it wasn't that big of a deal, and they just had to troubleshoot, and they figured it out because kids will. So there it is. I tasked the students with creating their own parkour or maze or path of flowers, or heck, I told them they could do whatever made them happy. And they had the whole lane with which to work, and they could do pretty much whatever they wanted to. The only requirement is that along the way they would place 10 signs, and on those signs would be advice, reminders, uh, teacher pet peeves, things that they wanted to tell the next group of fifth graders coming up. So at the beginning of this year, I'll be able to let the new class run these parkours and learn a little bit about the school year as it starts. And again, even the ones, like there's one over here, looks pretty plain, looks like they didn't do much at all, but then if you look closely, it actually goes underground and there's an underground maze all the way down. You can see there's a lot of variety here. There's a lot of creativity. Some students know how to use redstone, and so they've put all kinds of little gadgets and stuff in there. Some have used water, while others have used lava. We have roller coasters. We just have tons of different stuff. Very creative. It was great fun to watch them work. They love to back out of their own lanes and come run someone else's, and I think that can be very useful. And so I didn't mind it as long as they would come back and continue working on their own. I'm not going to get close to signs and show you what they wrote, but they did write those reminders and some of my pet peeves and things like that. So I hope the next group really enjoys it, and I hope that you can see that a lot of work and creativity went into this assignment. And it was honestly, it was toward the end of the year, and so I needed something like this to kind of get us there. And it served a purpose, so it wasn't totally a waste of time, but it was something that they thoroughly enjoyed, and so I thought it was well worth the time to give them a chance.